Okay, I'm back. Best of the new year for everyone. Hope you had a safe holiday and you are all back at the grind and enjoying life in general. So, the video today that I want to make is on the back of the one that I did just before I closed down for the year, where we were doing the power amplifier on the not processor, on the AVR, power amp on the AVR, and I was playing with, do you need a processor, do you need to run your AVR, pros and cons, and I need to thank Mr. I'm gonna butcher the surname, so I'll just link his details, Mr. Frank van Kastenen, but I'll link the details as well. So he contacted me via YouTube. So I'm so used to guys commenting and getting in touch and sort of thinking they know everything about this game, where most of us that have been doing this for a long time will know that you never really know. You're always learning new stuff. And this guy ended up to be a treasure trove of wisdom on the Denon and also the M&Ks. So he's been a sound engineer for 25 years. He also did some importing for M&K, and apparently he started work now for Sound United. So we are friends now, communicating back and forth of our setups, because we have very similar setups on the MKs and running the Denons. So I'm going to put this whole AVR thing to bed now after what he told me and showed me on this A110 and also the 8500. This is bar none the best AVR there is, just because, not even because of the features we knew it had, but the stuff we did not. And most of us did not know this. Me, having used all the Denon units, having used all the Marantz units, I never knew this is capable. Not even the guys importing knew this was capable. So guys, if you have an 8500 or you have an A110, come a little closer and listen to this little snippet of knowledge that Frank gave me. So I wanted to see running this and then getting a processor if it's going to be any better. This unit is a processor. So before you go off now and say, yeah, all the new Denons have a processor mode, and I knew that. But this has more than just the processor mode. So if you go into all the new Denons and Marantz, there's a processor mode. But what that does, it's all or nothing. So you're either processing and you're running power amplifiers, or you are using the onboards. There is a way on the 3.7 and the 4.7 where you can designate the fronts by saying that you are adding a power amplifier to the fronts, so it completely disconnects those amplifiers so you can get a clean signal to your fronts. But if you then run your RCAs to your center and your rears to a power amplifier, you are running them to the power amp, but the internal amplification is still running. In the same sense as the aircon on your car, where it takes power, you put the aircon off. Yes, you gain a bit of power, but that aircon pump is still running on the motor and it's still drawing power. Exactly the same on your receivers. And this was why I was thinking of going full separates or half like I am now. So Mr. Frank contacted me. He said the 8500 and the A110, you can designate what you want to process on all the channels. And I still said, not possible, it's all or nothing. And he said, no, it's not. Go to your AVR. So I'm going to link some pics in here. So how you do this, you can on this unit, you can go and switch off individually what channels you want to process and what channels you want to use. So it switches off every channel individually. It is flippin' amazing, mind blown. So there goes my need for a processor, because this can process, use the additional channels. It's just this, I've got new respect for these units. That's why they cost what they cost. These things are phenomenal. Okay, so what you do, in your amplifier selection menu, you have your 7.1, 9.1, 11.1, 13.1, and then zone 2, zone 3, and. You don't use any of those. And there's the preamplifier mode. You don't use that either. So you go through all of them, you go to preamplifier mode. The next one is going to be custom. You take the custom menu. So now custom is done. Now you go down. Now you select how many speakers you want to have on the floor, 5 or 7. I've got 7, so select 7. Now you go down to the next. How many height speakers do you want? Select 6. Now you think that's it. Okay, you can't designate. Go down to the complete bottom. There is options. Select options. You will get another menu. I will link a pic. Now you got your fronts, your center, surround, rear surrounds, and on the side, click over to your fronts, designate them as off, pre-out only, center off, pre-out only, rears off, pre-out only. And that's the way you go until you have all the ones you want to pre-out and the ones you want to use. Then the next hurdle I ran into, and once again Frank to the rescue, he knew what to do. At the bottom you have your voice of God and your center high. You can't select that as it doesn't want to select it as a pre-out. It's like it's a built-in thing, but Sound United thought of this. So what you do is you go to the top. Those channels that you now designated as off, you can also use them for something else. Again, so you take that front and you select the front as center high and voice of God. Put that on. You just take the wires out from where they were on the height freeze and you put them on the fronts and you use that. So now also if you want to use the center channel, you want to use the rears, you can go there and select them. Zone 2, zone 3. This unit has so much versatility, it's really mind-blowing. So guys, there you go. In a nutshell, it works. You can use this unit as a full-on processor, as a standalone AVR, as a semi-processor, taking off the channels you don't need, using this somewhere else. And I mean, I've had all the units. Marantz 8015, NAD 778. I know the Oncures also have processor mode, but it's processor mode. No other receiver can do what this is doing. And then also we started playing around with some room calibration. Both of us used the multi-editor app, and now Sound United also has the new Editor X app or something like, oh no, the one you use on your laptop. So it's a lot like Dirac Live where you can do a lot more. It's very expensive. It's $200 per unit. I've got 4 units, so do I now need to spend $800 to calibrate 4 units? I don't think so. So Sound United, if you guys are listening, change that format. I know why you did it, but it only works for the person that has 1 unit. Die-hard guys have more than 1 unit. Myself having 4, and now also if I set up something for a client, now I need to charge him an extra $200 plus my time to calibrate his unit. Rather make it that you have one per household. So if I buy the rights, I want $200. I want to be able to do all 4 of my receivers. If I do it for a client, then the client can buy the license, but make it per household. It's just too expensive to make it per unit. And also make them make it that when it's bought for a unit, it's bought for a unit, because now you pass that unit on to the next guy, $200 in the bin. And I change these things like socks. So next units, the next one, I'm $200 again. No sense, so I did not do that. And Frank's also said, don't waste your money. You can do the same thing with the app. I did some calibrations. I sent that through to Frank. He did some tweaking and stuff, sent it back to me. This guy's a genius, man. You just get people out there. You think you know a lot until you get these guys. So big up to you, Frank. You helped me a lot I'm sure we're going to be chatting a lot more in the future. And guys, I hope this helped you the way it helped me. And I promise you, there's no video on YouTube anywhere telling you this morsel of mind-blowing information. Please like, subscribe, guys. Till next time, I might have some goodies coming in. I'm going to be reaching out to the suppliers, and I'll be in touch. Be safe. Enjoy 2022. See you soon. Cheers.